Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. Our today's topic is innovation, the creative pursuit of ideas. The learning objectives for this topic is to understand the opportunity identification process, then to identify sources of innovative ideas for entrepreneurs, to understand the role, approaches and process of creative thinking, to understand what is innovation, and the types, sources, and principles of innovation. Innovation is concerned with the creation and pursuit of new ideas. But remember, new ideas don't come from nowhere. Some of the innovations are entirely novel, or either technology-based, or which will cause positive impact to the world. Right? In other words, the search for new ideas is central to entrepreneurship and innovation. We call this as a process of opportunity recognition, which can lead to personal and societal wealth. So, the definition of creativity here is the generation of ideas that results in the improved efficiency or effectiveness of a system, whereby innovation is the process by which entrepreneurs convert opportunities, that means the new ideas, into marketable solutions. Creativity is the process of generation of ideas which result in the improved efficiency or effectiveness of the systems. It involves creative thinking and systematic analysis of new ideas by seeking unique opportunities in order to meet needs and wants or to solve problems. Here, this means as the pains versus the gains. That means what an entrepreneur can give to the community, right, in order to solve their problems. This will lead to the combination of creative thinking and systematic analysis. These two aspects is very important in order to produce a successful innovation. There are two important aspects of creativity within the process of imagination and creativity. There are process and people. Process is design in goal-oriented characteristics, right? It's designed to attain a solution to a problem, whereby people means the resources, right? Especially including the physical resources and the human capital that determine the solution process. At how innovation as a central to entrepreneurship is concerned with the creation and pursuit of new ideas. And you see here, from the 8-inch of floppy disk to the 3.5 floppy disk to a USB drive, and we have cloud computing, and currently all in this world are transformed in a big data. All of these creative ideas is created from opportunity or problems recognition, right, from the market. These are some of the arenas in which people are creative. The first one is idea creativity or material creativity, organization creativity, relationship creativity, event creativity, inner creativity, and many more. Can you find the examples of each of these types of creativity? Peter Drucker, in his book of Innovation and Entrepreneurship, has highlighted 7 sources of innovative opportunity. We call this as the sources of good ideas to entrepreneur in order to embark in innovation, creativity and innovation. Right. The first one is unexpected occurrences. And a good entrepreneur should be constantly studying why their product have a greater or lesser demand than anticipated. For example, during COVID-19, or now we call it as an endemic, so is there whether these unexpected occurrences or crises can become the contribute to the sources as a sources of good ideas. That means entrepreneur might create a new product, right, to meet the market during the crisis. The second one is incongruities. Incongruities means discrepancy between what is offered by entrepreneur and what should be they offered according to customers' needs and wants. So what else that the unmet needs or complaints, an entrepreneur can use the customer complaints, right, to improve their services, for example. Right? So this we call it as an incongruity, still based on the market. The third sources is process needs. Now, process needs is not comes from the market, right? It involves identifying your company's process, what is the weak spots of your company process, and you need to correct or redesign them. Right, this is a task-oriented solution, meaning that the source of innovation comes from within your organization. That means the existing capabilities. What are the capabilities that your company have, right? In order to do the business, to undertake the business, not from the market. So these are some of the examples. Maybe the capabilities of your business to produce sugar-free products, or to produce a caffeine-free coffee, or microwave oven. So these are based on the capabilities of your company. The fourth sources is industry and market changes. So this is from the is there any change in regulations or policy from in the industry or market? Right, regulations change, for example, or some product lines expand. Right, whether you are in the different venture life cycle, while others are shrink. Some product lines expand while others are shrink. So firms should continually be on the and watch this trend in order to identify which opportunity they can grab for creativity. Next, we have demographic changes. This one is any change of population in the population, for example, like income levels, education level, age range. So as an entrepreneur, they need to constantly paying attention to these changes in order to create, to identify what else, the gap in the market that they can solve in order to come up with a new product. Next, perceptual changes. Okay? Changes in perception, meaning, and mode of a population change over time. Like the way they view life changes, where they take their meaning from, how they feel about things also is modified over time, and smart companies must pay attention to this in order to capitalize and avoid becoming forgotten or relic of ages past. So an example here is nowadays people becoming very health conscious, right, growing concern for fitness. So maybe this can contribute to ideas, like new ideas to entrepreneurs to come up with a new novelty product to meet their perceptual changes. The last one is the speed of technological evolution. We call this as a knowledge-based concept, whereby nowadays all of the community move towards technology, mobile apps, and digital or technology-based product. So this could be opportunity, right? It's a very large opportunity to the entrepreneurs, right, that open up a better business idea. So as an entrepreneur, knowledge-based concepts like the emerging technology could contribute to the as a source of good ideas, right, for their business. Alright, according to Curtin's adaptation innovation theory, there are two approaches, right, which people undertake problem-solving or decision-making process creatively. Either they are adapter or innovator. Adapter here means normally they are characteristically produces sufficiency of ideas based closely on bias. Curtin says that adapter tend to improve the existing solution or status quo, whereas innovator, they are less concerned with doing things better and more with doing things differently. So as you can see here, these are the characteristics of adapter. They employ a disciplined, precise, methodical approach. For example, like concerned with solving rather than finding problems. Whereby innovator, the approaches tasks from unusual angles and discovers problems and avenues of solutions. And adapter attempts to refine current practices and tends to be means-oriented. Innovator is more question basic assumptions related to current practices and has little regard for means, is more interested in ends. Right, so you can see the differences between adapter and innovator. It's not that which is the better than one. It's just that these are the two approaches, right? The method or the way people might think in order to solve problem or undertake a decision making process. So, what are you? Are you an adapter or innovator in creative problem solving? Alright, now let's look at the nature of creative process, right? There are 4 stages or 4 phases of the creative process. The first one is knowledge accumulation, background or knowledge accumulation, or sometimes we call it as a preparation. At this stage, the creative process begins with preparation, that is to gather information and materials, identify sources of inspiration, and acquiring knowledge about the project or problem at hand. This is often an internal process, thinking deeply to generate and engage with ideas, as well as external one, going out with the world to gather the necessary data, either primary data or secondary data, resources, materials, and expertise. Okay. Next, incubation. At this stage, the ideas and information gathered in stage 1, that means in stage preparation, right, will be marinate, like marinate in mind. So you just incubate in your mind. So as ideas slowly simmer, like you marinate your for barbecue, right? As your ideas slowly simmer, the work deepens and new connections are formed. During this period, we call it as a period of germination, right? The artist takes their focus off. We call it as artist here because very artistic. The creative people is very artistic, or entrepreneur. Here means entrepreneur. During this period, the entrepreneur will take their focus off the problem and allows the mind to rest. So while the conscious mind wanders, the unconscious engages is in what, like Einstein called as a combinatory play. Right, that means you're taking diverse ideas and influences and finding new ways to bring them together. So that means at this stage is very important stage, where they combine all the unconscious and conscious mind, right, in order to develop better ideas. Right. Next comes the illumination of ideas. Right. Now is after a period of incubation, insights arise. Right. They emerge from the deeper layers of the mind and break through to conscious awareness. So you are conscious that is the idea, right? Normally, the process is a quite dramatic way, right? It's phase by phase. So now, what Peter Drucker said is this stage is called a eureka. That comes when you are in the shower. When let's say you are taking a shower, or you're taking a walk, or occupied with something completely unrelated, then suddenly you get the idea. So that is sudden eureka. We call it as a sudden eureka. So seemingly out of nowhere, the solution presents itself. So now consciously, the ideas develop. Right. Once you already have the aha, like after once you have ideas, aha, like that, right? That we call it as the aha moment. Once you have the aha moment, the words get written down, and you have to write down the vision, right? What are you trying to do? What are the planning now? It's like to paint or to create, to mold a clay. It's like you want to mold a clay. That means here we need to develop a business plan. Here is a stage where entrepreneur develop business plan based on the ideas that they recognize just now. So whatever ideas and insights arose in stage 3, right, will be fleshed out and developed at this stage. Right, the entrepreneur will use critical thinking and aesthetic judgment skills to refine the work and then communicate its value to others. That means to other subordinates or the partner in their business.